This was a far-ranging debate which was notable in its desire to get at the real facts which lay behind the security briefings and planning which led the British government to support the United States in toppling the former leader of Iraq, Saddam Hussein. It was opened by Lord Fowler, a former opposition minister who had supported the war. He praised British troops, but identified the other casualties.
The chief casualties have been amongst the Iraqis themselves. Some have died in the fighting, some have died in the sectarian murders which have accompanied the fighting, some have died in the criminality which we have been unable to control. No one knows exactly how many have died. A conservative estimate is 100,000. There may well be many thousands more. I doubt if there have been less. What we do know is that often death has been accompanied by torture, and that fear has taken hold to such an extent that 2 million Iraqis have been displaced in their own country. While even worse, there are over 2 million refugees who have fled to surrounding countries like Syria, Jordan and the Lebanon.
Lord Owen supported an inquiry, but he praised the present Prime Minister, who needed time.
I do think he deserves some congratulation for the measured way in which he has dealt with this crisis in Iraq since he became Prime Minister. It's not easy to run your forces down, it's not easy to reassess and consolidate, but I think we have done this. I think we've got a better balance in our relationship with the United States, and I think it is now a very difficult question as to how much further we should go. The American ambassador, Ryan Crocker, in Iraq is a very sensible man, and he concluded and reported in the Times only last Saturday that we are in an immeasurably better place in January 2008 than in January 2007.
Lady Simon spoke of the success of the troop surge and improvements in the Iraq economy, which should be allowed to show progress before any inquiry was held, even though she supported it.
British expertise. Speaking as somebody who was a Foreign Office Minister at the time, personally, I would welcome an inquiry, but only when conditions in Iraq make that possible and right.
With the economy growing at 6%, she said there should be time to show further improvements.
British expertise both took trade missions towards the end of last year